Ayurvedic system with all his full dedication, and he took his work under guidance of Chairman Sir and association with all the presidents of all boards towards a great success. Dr. Prasad sir, now you can.
A very good morning to all of you. Let me thank all of you, all the principals, deans, directors of various Ayurveda colleges across the India who joined. Though we have given very short notice, yesterday evening we would send the link, but all of you joined. It is a very, I'm highly thankful for all of you, and with the short notice you have joined it. And also, I must thank our Honorable Chairman for his valuable guidance and very matured guidance. At every time he was standing and he was correcting us, and that way it has taken a very good shape. The NCA, MSc has taken a very good shape. I must thank our Honorable Chairman as well as all my co-presidents who helped me a lot in various critical issues, and their valuable suggestions were very helpful for me to bring out very comprehensive, very useful, and maybe futuristic MSc 2022, which the highlights I'm going to share you. And I request all of you to patiently hear with an open mind, and also any suggestions or any clarification you require, you put into chat box so that at the end we can discuss about all the issues. And also somebody, if you cannot type and put chat box, they can raise their hands, and where we can identify who all want to express any views, and then we'll unmute them and we can give the chance for them to express their views, and we can discuss it openly and for the betterment of the Ayurveda. And all together, we have to join together to bring Ayurveda to the international level, and we have to make it mainstream and futuristic thoughts. We have to go ahead, we have to march ahead with that one. So I request all of you to, with the open mind, please go through the MSc highlights and then we discuss it there. I'll share the screen now. I have few slides for presentation. I'll share the screen. Is it visible? Ankita, can you tell you visible?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is the NCSM regulations 2022 regarding the minimum standards of undergraduate Ayurveda education. It has been published on 16th February 2022. The background is, whenever we take feedback, whenever we interact with the students, always we find that we want more practical knowledge, we want more clinical training, etc. So that is the background, that is the one of the major component where we want to improve the practical or clinical competency among our students. And then we have to pace out, pacing with the global trends in the teaching methodologies. So whatever the teaching methodologies we have, classroom teaching, blackboard teaching, LCD, etc. But we need to have pace up with the international standards or the global trends. What are the latest teaching methods are there that we need to incorporate, we have to adopt it, and we have to implement for our next generation. And then we need to align the NEP, the National Education Policy 2020, which has been already published it, announced it, and Government of India also taken a lot of initiatives. And even across the country, every walk of life has appreciated the inputs given by the NEP 2020. So we need to align that one, and that's where it is emphasizes on the need to have binding on us also bring out interdisciplinary approach, NEP 2020. And then to meet future demands, how the trend is going on. And we have to focus about the 10 years ahead. What will the 10 years ahead the medical field? So we do need to have focus on 10 years or 20 years ahead. And then we have to start working today. And then tomorrow we can definitely reach the target after 10 years or 15 years. And then we have to have incorporate our scientific advances. So our ancient system, we always tell it, unless until we adopt the new advances, what all happening in the medical field will be nowhere in the medical field. So we need to incorporate or adopt all the medical scientific advances. For that, we have to work hard. We have developed a strategy that one. And then improve faculty competency. Ultimately, teachers are the one who is going to teach the students, we are going to train them, we're going to shape them. So these teachers has to be shaped properly, they develop competency properly. So we need to address that issue also. These are the few of the background thoughts for which we thought of bringing reforms or some modifications, some amendments, whatever the proposals, initiations we brought in the MSc 2020 to address all these issues are there. What is the basis for us to bring out the changes? We have consultations across many groups of the experts. We have consultations, as the chairman rightly mentioned, marathon of consultations, and the experience. As myself, I have 15 years of the experience as principal itself. Then I had my experience of lecturer, assistant professor, all cadres are there. Likewise, not only me, they have many consultations. All experiences are shared by them. Those experiences are incorporated or taken into account to shape the MSc 2022. And then we had a very large scale survey, especially this is not me, but our chairman sir did it. Maybe it is the first of its kind in NAVIC history where a large scale survey has been carried out. And the specialty of this survey is he has taken help of the social scientists to design the questions, because many times we cannot able to design the questions for the survey. So he taken a social scientist and the questionnaire was designed, and then the large scale survey was carried out. A few highlights I'll share here now. There was a question: are you satisfied with the content of syllabus or curriculum of Ayurveda? There is a more than 1,700 responses are there. 56% say no, they are not satisfied. So that is the answer. More than 50% means. Then, do you feel that there is a need to create an army of teachers capable of teaching skillfully, as even teachers require training to adopt newer concepts, etc.? So more than 90% says yes, we need to empower our teachers, or we need to have a capacity building of our teachers is very much required. That way, we have brought some changes in the MSCI. Do you think that concepts and practices of modern biomedical sciences should be taught in BAMS? The what is development, not only biochemistry, maybe microbiology or technology, diagnostics, therapeutics equipment, surgical equipment, likewise, what are things are there. So we need to adopt modern technology. So more than 80% people says yes for it. Yes, we need to incorporate. That is the answer for the more than 80% of people. Do you feel it is necessary to add more clinical training about Ayurveda or Ayurvedic medicine? Then, whatever the on the base of all these ones, we have designed our MSc 2022. The highlights I have grouped into general issues, curricular aspects, teacher related, and administrative aspects. In these four headings, I am going to present the highlights. Please patiently here. Now coming to general issues, this is the main aim of the BMS graduate program. At the end, we can see this extensive practical training as an efficient physicians and surgeons for the healthcare services. So here we need to focus our BMS program as a the physician and surgeons of the general the healthcare services only as a clinician. Our ultimate aim of UG is to produce clinicians. So that is this we have to always keep in mind whenever we think of any reform, whenever we think of any syllabus point of view. So we have to think: are this syllabus point is going to make our people as a clinicians or not? So this is the reason I'm stressing here. So every focus we have made is on that to make them as a clinicians. That is the main purpose. Now, it Ashtanga Ayurveda. Always we discuss Ashtanga Ayurveda, but we never try to define it. Here, what we made is we made expert committee, and then they have done the 3 days continuous meetings, and they gone through every classical text and compiled the definitions, and then they described the what each Ashtanga Ayurveda Anga will going to define. Here also we have taken that one in the physics point of view. That sometimes, for example, Prasuti Sriyoga went from and demonology, which is again people laugh at us. What is demonology here? Now then we have gone through the various references, all those ones. Then we made it clinical microbiology. They're all microbes. When the corona time, there are a lot of discussion of there on the microbes, how Ayurveda described it, etc. So we made a clinical microbiology and a clinical psychology and psychiatry all together under Bhuta Vidya. We give a very good meaning that one. And Rasayana is very clear: preventive, promotive, regenerative, and gerontology, Rajakarna, reproductive medicine, and epigenetics. That way, we have given the Ashtanga Ayurveda very clear meanings are there. So this all will give clarity. And also, we have taken elaborate identification of the what all the techniques various informations available in the classics that all summarized here. For example, including Scopy, Nadi Yantra. Scopy is also here. So diagnostic technology, pathophysiology, lifestyles, rejuvenative, rehabilitative, all aspects that are there, all are summarized here, so that nobody can say that Ayurveda has not described all these ones. Likewise, we have taken a lot of care. The committee has done very good exercise, and they given a big document, and then now we have considered everything and give all excepts here a given, which is very concise point of view, but we have covered all points here. Apart from the medical, etc., the even Samhitas also deals with instruments, equipments required to administration of various therapeutic procedures, surgeries, other procedures, their methods of maintenance and usage. Even they mentioned how to maintain surgical equipment, how we have to clean them, how we have to sharpen them. So we have given usage and maintenance, hospital architecture, landscaping, air conditioning, and human resource management, qualities of nursing staff, including ideal patient qualities. All these aspects, architects also mentioned there. When you see the Manasaroga Hospital, they have mentioned how it should be there. Landscaping mentioned, air conditioning. When do Panchakarma, if weather is not correct, you can told Kritrima Vatarana, create it and do Panchakarma. Likewise, they have given all aspects has been given there. This is the one specialty, patient qualities. There no other medical science described what is the ideal quality of patients. But I have given what are the patient qualities also. So this all we have given as a documentation now. And then a student selection process. Now NEET is there, but Ayurveda what described is a more superior than the NEET examination now. But now it is not possible. But we have given the reference, mentioned that one is all specialties of Ayurveda or the superiority of Ayurveda. Methods of study of medical science, teaching methods, including training, clinical skills on models. Skill lab is the concept now, but Ayurveda Susuta described a very long back skill lab. Code of conduct for students, medical practitioners, as well as teachers, student assessment methods, award of degrees, both administration and medical registration. So it is not the registrations are new, but Ayurveda described very long back a medical registration also. Rajamanyata is there. Likewise, all aspects we have concisely given under Ashtanga Ayurveda defined there. This is the one initiative we have taken. Now coming to the supplementing the modern advances and scientific and technological development in Indian system of medicine. I have to thank our honorable chairman for this idea, and he has a very long back going on thinking all these ones, and then he has given a very good shape to it. Now we have developed a system how we can incorporate the advances in terms of Ayurveda. As long as there, as it is there, allopathy people tells it is ours, and we says it is the physics or other science inventions, basic science inventions. Everybody can use it, but unless until we define in our terminology, in our methods, in our methods, then only we can able to incorporate our this one. So we have developed a multidisciplinary core committee and expert committees for each vertical. Each vertical means here it may be of basic principle department or surgical department, likewise, and even teaching technology or even the research also. Likewise, each one will be a one vertical, will be having each expert will have one expert committee, each vertical. So the expert committee will identify and develop the methodology, and core committee will discuss and incorporate it. So we will define that technology in terms of Ayurvedic terminology, and we incorporate after 5 years of implementation into our syllabus itself. It become part of Ayurveda after 5 years. So that way, this is a very clear system has been developed. It and is slowly going to develop our Ayurveda very well, and all advances we can incorporate in our system itself without any hassle. There is a very good initiative we have taken. And coming to curricular aspects, so we have introduced the structured transitional curriculum. When the students are from different backgrounds join to the course, so they again PUC and Ayurveda is totally different. To bridge them up back the gap, we developed a structured transitional curriculum. In this one, the highlights are know your campus, campus etiquettes, overview of the curriculum, governing bodies, personal development, motivation lectures, spoken Sanskrit, BSL, etc. All these are being given, and we have given a very good structure for it. So that is going to help a lot for the smooth transition of students from the PUC background to our Ayurveda courses now. There is one initiative. And then we have now a lot of times we have a lot of writing mistakes happening in the subject names. maybe even Shalyatantra, Shalakyatantra, or Kaumar Bhutya, spellings, separate word, so together. These are a lot of problems are there. To avoid that one, we brought the subject codes. Wherever you can use the code only, so there is the same the spelling mistakes or the variations can be avoided by using subject codes there. And then quantum mechanics. Till now, we are facing problem in equating the Padartha Vijnana with any equivalent term to other community people to understand it. So where we have find out a suitable word, quantum mechanics, because this only I'm giving here definition because a new terminology has come. Many people are having doubt on this one. So that it defines description of physical properties of nature at the scale of atoms and subatomic particles. So the Padartha Vijnana, before formation of matter itself, we talked that one. So subatomic particles itself, it is going to deal, and it is the foundation of all quantum physics, including quantum chemistry, quantum field theory, quantum technology, quantum information science, etc. So this is comprehensively, it gives almost the suitable meaning for our Padartha Vijnana. So only we have given the quantum mechanics as equivalent term for it. And then Samhita Adhyayana. It is a inclusive term. Earlier it was only the Ashtanga Hridaya or Ashtanga Sangraha, Charak Sampurva, the Uttarartha, likewise we have, which is only one restrictive. We can't incorporate. We have thinking of sensitize the students in almost major samhitas. So then we made a open topic, the title now, Samhita Adhyayana. Here, even after modification, we can incorporate any other samhita in this one. Identified chapters can be made a syllabus here instead of making the compulsory one textbook only, so that we can familiarize the students with different textbooks also there. That is our motto. And then we made it as Samhita Adhyayana 1, 2, 3, first profession, second profession, third profession. And research methodology, medical statistics, we brought under Swastha Vrutta, which is the very right department to deal with that one. And then we are these next 2 points are in the syllabus point, which is going to come out, not in the MSc. A specified teaching hours. We have specified now teaching hours and what teaching methodology. Whether this should be a didactic lecture, or it should be a practical, or it should be a seminar, or it should be a role play. Likewise, we have defined what is the teaching technology we have to use there, teaching methods we have to use there. That way, the syllabus is going to be very, very specific and very outcome-based syllabus we are going to bringing out. It may be within a couple of weeks, I may roll out the syllabus. The commission will roll out the syllabus now. And then content categorization. Every syllabus content has been categorized under must know or desirable to know or nice to know, so that we can have weightage in the question papers accordingly. This all we have given, the even blueprint we have given to appropriate weightage to give the topics all. This all take care we have taken. Now coming to lecture to non-lecture hours. This is a well appreciated activity across many fields are there. Not only Ayurveda, out of the other Ayurvedic field also people appreciating the initiative taken by our commission now. This is again our chairman's vision to bring out the reverse of the ratio where lecture to non-lecture hours. So lecture is 1 and non-lecture is 2%, 1:2 ratio. Earlier, if the 6 hours are the college working hours, 2 hours are the practical, 4 hours is the theory. Now we have reversed it. 2 hours is a theory, and 4 hours may be the not only practical, even non-lecture hours. It's a very wide range. So here, lecture means a classroom teaching, the didactic lecturing, didactic teaching, or expression of the meaning or knowledge. Coming to non-lecture hours, we have varied list has been given here. Practical or clinical training, a demonstrative teaching, small group teaching, tutorials, seminars, symposium, dissection, or assignments. That is again not a compilation work, but some activity-based assignments, role play, where the students will play and then learn that one. Edutainment, this means entertainment plus education. They play and learn and play, or play and learn. Likewise, edutainment, skill lab training, field visits, integrated learning, pharmacy training, laboratory training, problem-based learning, case-based learning, and early clinical exposure, evidence-based learning, etc. This all the different non-lecture, the non-lecture hours methods we have given list, and not only list here, they are depicted in the syllabus also. Which topic, how to teach, it has been specified by the teaching methodology. That is the specialty of the syllabus going to come out now. It will be very, very clear, and it will be very lively for students also. It will be enjoyable, entertainment. They enjoy and then learn also. Likewise, a lot of initiative has been taken in the defining a teaching methods. And then apart from the teaching, we also have to give the physical exercise. Education exercise is very important there. We always neglect that one. So we have taken care of that also. 1 hour of library and 1 hour of physical education for every week in the timetable we have to specify, and student has to play and then enjoy, and physical exercise is very much there. And then library also, many times college opens, students come, student goes, library has a close. There is hardly any time for the student to go to library. So to overcome that one, we want to specify at least 1 hour or library hour specifically for the one batch, so that the student can go to library, sit there and examine that one. I think yeah. So this is not from here, somewhere else, the line. So apart from the library and physical education, 1 hour recreation, because again there are a lot of people are having talent, and also to stress out them, we have kept 1 year 1 hour of recreation for a month. In a month, at least 1 hour we have to allot for the recreation, where students can exhibit their talents, and we can identify, we can give the platform for them to exhibit their talents. That is the way the timetable has taken almost all aspects of the personal development also. So coming to electives, as I told already, we need to provide interdisciplinary approach. It's very, very important there. We have to open up our fields, our doors to other sciences to come and do research and activate that one. Then only we can grow well. So in this aspect, we have brought electives. Minimum of 3 elective subjects for each profession. So we are going to list out the electives under 3 categories: A, B, C category, FA, FB, FC for first profession, FSA, SB, SC for second profession, and TA, TB, TC for third profession. A student has to select A, B, C, one each elective, which are being listed there. It is an online program where they'll get lessons weekly, or video lectures comes weekly once, and they can go through it, and they can give the assignment as and when is required, and they can get certificate as. So here this one, it is mandated for 3 electives. So we are going to give weightage. For each elective, 10 marks is added for specified subjects. You might have seen in the chart given, 11th or 12th and 13th charts given. There we can give which subject is specified for 10 marks each for the elective. So when they pass out elective, they will get 10 marks in that university marks only. It will be weightage will be given there. There will be separate certificate also will be generated online, and they'll get certificate also for qualifying that one. And there will be these also given, grades are given to them, that I'll show here. So these are the few electives. For example, only here: Ayurgenomics, Ayurbiology, Ayurtech, medical instrumentation, Vriksha Ayurveda, artificial intelligence, manuscriptology, communication skills, biochemistry, microbiology, cosmetology, medical ethics, epidemiology, nanotechnology, Ayurtech architecture, medical marketing, animation, medical astrology, physiotherapy, Nadi Pariksha. Likewise, this list goes on. It may be more than 100 also will come in the due course of time. So likewise, it is going on. So this list will enhance. Student can choose any 3 which is listed. Will be going to specify A, B, C category. Each one they have to select it. This is the structure of the elective. One second, Janki, maybe just see the Sobit. The lines are coming. Sobit the computer. You see. Now here the here he has the component is given here under this one, and here for each module hours, and here elective total elective module here. So there is a component is teaching 5 hours. This line set to I'll mute. I'll just unshare and again reshare because the lines are coming here. Please wait. Stop sharing. दिख रहा है visible? Now,
Yes, visible.
yes,
Visible.
each elective, there is a 5 modules of 9 hours each. There is 5 into 9, 45 hours. This is the total. Each module have 45 hours. There will be 5 modules in that one, and each will have 9 hours. The 9 hours description I'm giving here. Teaching will be 5 hours. That is either video or audio lectures or some material will be sending out. This will be 5 hours. And guided learning. The teacher will give some assignment, some information, and student has to go through, and the summary had to prepare, etc. There's a guided learning for 2 hours, and then expert interaction or reflection will be 1 hour, where the expert will be live available for the student with interaction. The assessments will be 1 hour. This is the one module. Total 9 hours will be one module. Likewise, there will be 5 modules will be there. So students who attended at least 5 hours, they'll get 1 credit for each module. Totally 5 credits will be get. If at all he attended 5 hours minimum, he will get 1 credit. He has 3 hours only, he won't get credit for that one. Minimum 5 hours he have to attend the module, then he get credits. Apart from this, there will be assessment will be there, examination. Each module will have 1 hour assessment. So where all together they'll be getting, or after 5 modules together, if they get more than 25, less than 25, they get bronze grade, 26 to 50% silver grade, 51 to 75 gold grade, and more than 75, that is the platinum grade they'll get it. So both will be there. Grades also will be there, and also credits will be there. As per the credits, they'll be given marks in the university examinations. The certificate will contain the grades will be there. So that way, a modules has been taken, a very well structured module has been taken. This will be online available for students, including the mobile app may be available for them also. They can do study in their free time, not in the class time. Maybe Saturday, Sunday, evening hours, wherever they have time, that possible. They can have 3 minimum electives. Students who are interested, they can go to 4, 5, 6 electives also. There are choice for them, but marks will be given for only 3 electives. This is the advantage. The unlimited electives can be achieved by students. Now coming to clinical training. Earlier, there is only final year exam clinical training was there. Now we started the first profession itself. We started the clinical training, early clinical exposure we started, and then here we clearly define importing the clinical training in subject wise. In basic principles, how they can give clinical training. There is physiology people how they give clinical training. Subject wise, how they can provide clinical training has been specified very clearly, so that there will be any ambiguity. Further, it is very important to post in the medicine dispensary, because it is the one area where every prescription comes there. And again, form of medicine, the pack of medicine is the powder or avaleha or liquid or tablet. This also will know that one, and whose doctor have prescription, which type of prescription will come there, how to mix the powders or basmas. This all will be very important aspect which to be known there. So this is neglected area. Now we propose posting in the medicine dispensary, so that this all knowledge will be acquired by the student. Now coming to examination, we have proposed now the formative assessment and then summative assessment, both are there. So because it's a 1.5 year, very long duration is there. So we need to have periodical assessment, so that student will be periodically studying that one. Otherwise, they will neglect it. At the end, there is a problem there. So we have made a provision for formative assessment very periodically. So for every term, assessment and term assessment will be there. Then summative assessment to have all components: MCQ 20%, short answer questions 40%, and long answer questions 40%. So we have also given the blueprint here now, so that from which topic, how many marks to be given, what type of question to be questioned there. So depending on the weightage of the subject, we have given the allotment of the questions also. So this covers up entire syllabus equally and as per the weightage of the topic also. And also we specified double valuation and no revaluation. So there is a lot of complaints comes a revaluation. Many times is a big problem, and also there is a lot of the pressure comes there. And most of the times on revaluation, many times student will pass also. So to avoid all those ones, we made it double valuation is compulsory and no revaluation. We made specified that one. Now I go the examination scheme. I'll show it. These are the evaluation methods for periodical assessments. Every week or month you can go assessment. Those assessment can be done. These methods can be done. The practical or clinical performance, how they perform clinically, how they perform practically, we can see that one. VIVAs, MCQs, MEQ, that is modified essay questions or structured questions. That means the essay question have 10 marks, then you have define so and so for 2 marks, and then types to describe with 3 marks, and then describe each method for 5 marks. Likewise, we can have structured questions. This is called the modified or essay questions or structured questions. Open book test can be given, and then summary of writing. You can give the research paper. They have to go to abstract can be developed by them, or submit the chapter can be given, and they write the summary. Class presentations, workbook maintenance, problem-based assignments, the objective structured clinical examination (OSCE) and objective structured practical examination (OSPE). These two are internationally being employed, and now we need to introduce in our curriculum also. So we have brought out those ones. So of course, first year teachers already oriented; they know it how to use all this technology, and gradually we'll be orienting second year and final year students also. A mini clinical evaluation exercise, and then direct observation of procedures and case-based discussions. Likewise, this also assessment methods we can do use it. And then extracurricular activities, not only education, the students who is performing and other areas very well, then also we have to consider as internal assessment only. That way we have given weightage here. Social work, public awareness, surveillance activities, sports or other activities which may be decided by the department. So we need to give weightage for every activity, not only education, but all these things be taken care. And again, any small project can be given. So this all can be employed for assessment of the students in different ways for different syllabus topics, etc. as suits. This is the scheme of assessment. Now here I given first professional examination. The first term there is 1 to 6 months, second term 7 to 12 months, third term 13 to 18 months are there. Now in the first professional course, we have in the first term 3 PA means periodical assessments, and first TT means term assessment, term test will be there. So 3 period assessments and 1 term test will be there in first profession. Similarly, first term. Similarly, the second term also 3 PAs followed by 1 term test will be there. The third 3 PA, that is 3 periodical assessments and followed by unit examinations. So this is the way pattern for each 3 professions will be there. So for the every term, that is 1 to 6 months, they have enough number of tests will be there, so that students will be checked at every time. Student also will read because of the test is there, so they'll follow the syllabus they continuously. Is it visible and audible?
Yes, it is visible and you are audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So now in the internal assessment, the ABC, as I told, 3 periodic assessment in the first term, each will have 15 marks. Here we can do the test for 30 marks or 50 marks also, but ultimately convert into 15 marks and then mark here. and then average of three ABC, three tests will be there. Average of three we can take here, and then that convert into 30 marks. We can convert here, and then term test will be for 30 marks. That is at the end of the each term. That is 1 to 6 months. Then 12th month, and then before unit examination, you can have this 30 marks examination, or you can have university pattern convert into 30 marks. Can be done it. So that is the department freedom is there, but ultimately you have to convert into marks as specified in the tables now. Then subtotal of E and F. That is here three assessments and one term test. Together we have to take it. Average of that one will be the final assessment marks, which will be sent to university. So this way we have to do the assessment can be done it for each term, for each profession. These example for 30 marks, 15 marks can be same method can be adopted there. Now coming to internship, we have provided multiple options here. One is 6 months into allopathy hospital and 6 months Ayurvedic hospital, or the student want to do only Ayurvedic hospital, 12 months can be done it. We specified the these ones. Or even students can go to district hospital, NABH hospital, allopathy hospitals. Likewise, we have given multiple options are been given here, so that student can choose a right hospital where they can get a good exposure can be done here, but not simply wherever he can go it. Even NABH hospital where you're having IPD only, not only OPD is there, they have accreditation, we can't send it, but where IPD is there, that only you have to send it. And then we have given clear guidelines where how many days he has to be there and how we have to maintain the logbook, how to assess it all. We have given the guidelines. And then evaluation methods, how HOD can evaluate the internship performance here. That again given there. We also specify the stipend in the government institutions because self-financing is very difficult for the provider intern stipend in the stipend given the government institutions. That means no disparity between medical systems. We have clarified that one. Any system, maybe allopathy, dental, whatever systems are there in the in concerned state or UT or wherever they are there, the equal stipend has to be given to our student also. That has been very clearly mentioned. And then e-logbook has to be maintained by all interns. And then they have to pass out during internship public health online program. It may be a 5 CMRs program, or we can do as an elective program. We can do our by NCSM itself there, but they have to mandatorily complete that one. So internship also taken care so that student will get enough clinical exposure or clinical hands-on training can be obtained by the interns. Now coming teacher related, here we have given the now the research and clinical experience we have given as a teaching experience, but writers we have given who has published the articles in the index journals, who has wrote a book or manual has been written there. Likewise, we have given, but again here we have we have stated not to be in Shalya, Shalaki, and Prasuti because the surgical departments where many of the government dispensaries etc. they don't have surgical OTs are not there. They don't have hands-on training during all years. So we have avoided them appointing in the Shalya, Shalaki, and Prasuti. Rest of the departments they can be joined having the riders or who get the eligibility there. This again, many times it happens that one the physicians or the doctors who are there in the clinical practice, they may have enough clinical exposure. So that exposure had to be brought to the institution. That is the main idea behind this one. Even the research exposure also. Then we coming to the institutions. It is again we need all these experiences into the academics so that we can enrich our students with all those experiences. That is the main idea behind this. And then MSc anatomy, MSc physiology, MPH, again, they are not BSc people, they are BAMS. BAMS having MSc anatomy, BAMS having physiology, BAMS having MPH or Ayurbiology. So these people can be taken as not more than one in the department. It's not compulsory, but it's an option for the institutions. They do can take recruit them or they cannot recruit also. Again, here we have given one more rider for them. They have to they get be promotion after 7 years and then 12 years. Again, these people cannot become head of the department or even principals are there. But the main advantage here is they are blend of modern Ayurveda both together. That is very useful for our people to get the blend where we want integration. We are thinking of integration. So this is the first step for integration we are taking out now. So again, Ayurbiology, our basic principles they need to be given the modern elaboration, explanation, understanding that one. So we give Ayurbiology. So they are again blend of the modern Ayurveda and modern both together. So these people will be really helpful for us for integration in the future point of view. So we have given like only one, maximum one for the department can be taken up. That is the advantage. Then administrative experience for the head of the institution. Till now, the principal directly can become head of the institution without any administrative experience. Then we thought of the at least some minimum experience may be required for 3 years of either HOD, or he can be the vice principal, or can be the head of the hospital administrator also. Likewise, some admission experience has to be required so that they will be readily employable and they can start working in the day they join as a principal onwards. And then this is the major step we have taken: minimum basic pay prescribed for teachers of private institutions. Those teachers who are working in the private institutions, we can see across the country variations, lot of variations we can see, lasting from 15,000 to 65,000 with the salaries being drawn by teachers all. But the very pathetic conditions are there. Unless we empower our teachers financially, they can't devote their time for the teaching. With that intention, we have a lot of debate was there on this one, how to make it. And then the ministry also given a lot of inputs, especially actually Sumit also he been a lot of help for me in this aspect. He also worked out well and then given a good inputs for us. We could able to bring out very clear guidelines, and even when the pay commission revises again, this will be applicable. Likewise, we are able to bring it out that one is the basic pay, minimum basic pay. After that one, as per the institutions who are employing them, they can add their HRA and CCA or any other DA, etc. allowances can be added there apart from this. But minimum basic pay has to be the met out as we prescribed that one. That is the binding. And then government teachers, again, we clarified there should not be discrepancy between systems, as in the central, state, or UT, wherever they are employed, that respect to the state rules or UT rules as per the other medical systems, they have to be given equal salary. So no discrepancy between medical systems. It's very, very clearly clarified that one. And then taking into the account of the already allied subjects which is having already, and then we stopped that one. What is the main problem is the person who is working for maybe Shelja, for example, working for the Charasutra for 10 years, then suddenly he become the professor in the Shalakya, which he has, we see the examination of I, and again he become the PG guide also. These all the problems are there. Anyway, that was a requirement at that time. We have done it. That is 5 years, but more than 5 years we have given that one. And also, this is leading to the mushrooming of institutions. Because every time we can see here the teaching database also started going on changing the departments. And then you can imagine when the going on change department, what is the efficiency and the teaching quality can be achieved. This is a big question there. So to stop that one, we have taken the step there. And that is the reason why anatomy also given there. Though there is a to have opening for them and to meet the acute demand, they also can be very helpful there. These are two aspects are there. Here we have given 3 years time. Those who are already in allied subjects, if they're willing to come to mother department, they come back. Or if they can stay back, they can stay back there with the same the mother department the privileges. They can get promotions at the same department only. They need not come to the department also. It is the option to the staff. They can stay there in department or they come back to mother department. And then as the student suggestion was there, they need to empower the competency for the teachers. We have incorporated faculty development, that is MET, medical education technology, or quality improvement program once in 3 years. A teacher has to undergo this program to improve their teaching quality. That is again very important. Coming to administrative aspects, academic calendar. A lot of people are requesting for extension of the date of internship completion, because some students have lost the examination because they're not able to get examinations in right time. Now we are, because of considering all those the variations, we thought of to give uniform calendar across India, which will bind it to the institutions so that students will be not suffering. They won't suffer it. So we can bring uniformity in the entire India. Attendance is again a big problem. To minimize the manipulations by the any persons here, we brought cumulative frequency numbering method. That's already given example in the MSc also. That is the main purpose here, to avoid the manipulations at any level there. Cumulative numbering method we have to adopt it. And then tuition fees. There are complaints we received from the students. That is again they're charging the fees after extending hours years also, because student failed, they lost the term, again extended, or some people asking for internship also. Is all coming there. So then to make it clear, we have specified tuition fee to be collected for 4.5 years only. There are many colleges collecting for 5 years, though they are teaching for 4.5 years. So these are complaints we received it. So because of that one, we taken a step that one to specify 4.5 years of teaching and no fee for internship. Then admissions compulsorily through counseling only. So again, this is all to minimize the irregularities. Admitted student list uploading on the cutoff date. So the for example, 10th is the cutoff date. 10th by 6 p.m. the list has to be uploaded. So we are going to make a provision in the teacher, the institutional profile, institutional login. There they will be there. The portal or the template will be there. There the student, the office has to upload the complete list of admitted students there. This will be a for verification. The commission may verify whether they are NEET qualified or not, ranking is there, they're through counseling or not, that we will verify that one. Then university has to approve only those students who are admitted through counseling only. These are all the steps to avoid the irregularities at the different levels there. So the steps are taken, and then we introduced this screening OPD and specialty clinics there. Screening OPD, the many hospitals don't have the screening OPDs where patient don't know where to go, which is doctor to consult it. So we don't have the good cross-referring system else in our the doctors community. So we need to specify screening OPD where the patients are screened and sent to the right specialty, so that patient will not land in the wrong OPD or wrong doctor, etc. So they save the time and money also, all aspects. And to open up the other people's also, other departments, we have opened specialty clinics can be started by any department also. And this all we have done at the MSc with the background thinking, all have clarified it. Now what we expect from you people is, now it is in general, everybody want change. Whenever we discuss it, everybody says, yes, we want to bring a change. When we bring a change, or we brought change, same people resist it. Again, the same people who wanted the change, they resist it. So now we need to change all these ones. We have to accept it. The thinking may vary, individual, institutional, and national thinking. So the practitioner or the teacher may think individually, his benefit, his problem, he think it. But a principal will think of institution, his institution, he think of about his institution only. But when we think about MSc, it is a national value application is there. So we have to overcome all individual institutional thinking and think of national thinking. Then only we can feel the justification of the MSc. Don't think of individual and institutional thinking here, and you keep the national thinking. With that only, you have to think the MSc, look at the MSc with the national thinking, where we have to implement it across the nation, not only every institution, not only every individual. So please, I request everyone to overcome your individual institutional thinking, think of national thinking when you look to the MSc. So then we need to focus on national thinking. That is what I want to say, that one. Then we need to accept it openly, adopt it, implement it, then get feedback after implementation. That is the right way of feedback. Then only we will able to progress it. Otherwise, every proposal going to discouraging, commenting, condemning, this will become big problem. We can't go for any forward in this direction there. So this is what my appeal to all of you. I think with this very presentation, I thank all of you. If at all any doubts or questions are there, we can discuss it and we can clarify the things there. And any good suggestions, we take it forward for the next developments at all. First we'll see the chat box and then देखता हूँ. Then who was the raised hand? First I'll read the chat box.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable guidance, as without your efforts, this would not be possible. All the invitees, you are requested.
नहीं इसमें है ना. नहीं मैं देखता हूँ. Now I'll any questions are there here?
Sir, को वो unmute. All the invitees, please mention your queries in chat box and you may raise your hand, and accordingly queries will be solved one by one accordingly.
Anyway, Ankita, what you can do, you can unmute any who has raised the hands. We'll
Right.
talk. Meanwhile, I'll go through the questions.
Okay,
So
sir.
one unmute and then give the chance to them.
Yes, sir. Dr. Mahesh Dadij.
Hello. May I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
हाँ सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. आपने बहुत अच्छा बनाया इसको और बहुत सारी चेंजिंग इससे होने वाली है न्यू जनरेशन में. और मैं समझता हूँ कि आपने शायद इसके पीछे आपने जितना बताया शायद उसके पीछे मेहनत बहुत ज्यादा है. इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. आपने एक एक पॉइंट को इसको मैं देखा है आपने. मेरी छोटी सी दो क्यूरी है इसके बारे में. एक तो सर क्या कि हमारे यहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस जो है, बीइंग एज ए गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस, मुझे थोड़ी सी एक प्रॉब्लम आ रही है हमारे यहाँ पे कि फैकल्टी प्रमोशन के लिए हमने कोई इसमें कोई गाइडलाइन इसमें इश्यू नहीं की है कि फैकल्टी का प्रमोशन कैसे हो। जैसे अभी वैकेंसी बाउंड है, तो हमारे बहुत सारे लोग जिसे 15-15 20-20 साल होने के बावजूद भी उनका प्रमोशन नहीं हो पा रहा। एक तो क्वेरी ये थी हमारे पास में। और एक दूसरी क्वेरी ये है कि सर यदि हम टीचिंग जो फैकल्टी दूसरी जैसे हम माइक्रोबायोलॉजी से लेते हैं या एनाटॉमी या फिजियोलॉजी लेते हैं, तो हमारे यहाँ पर जो एमडी करने वाले होंगे वो मेरे ख्याल से जो इंस्टीट्यूशन जो करवा रहे हैं एमडी इन फिजियोलॉजी एनाटॉमी एंड अदर, वो उसमें मेरे ख्याल से जब एमएससी में डायरेक्ट एडमिशन मिल जाएगा तो वो कम होंगे काफी। तो दो क्वेरी में ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को कि उसका आंसर आप देंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा हो। थैंक यू।
See, after almost anyway, thank you very much. But in the promotion point of view, we have clearly mentioned what is eligibility for promotion. But that the whether it will be a direct promotion or we have departmental promotion committee, all will be each depending on each state, they have their own acts will be there. Each autonomous bodies as they have their own systems will be there. That we can't define. We have given the after 5 years there will be become a reader or an associate professor. Then after 5 years again he became a professor. Eligibility we have given that one. So more than the, I think, sir, Chairman sir, can you unmute sir? Is it?
Dadish sir, very nice question. The thing is, some issues are under the purview of the State Act. So that we have avoided. We have given the criteria. हम लोगों ने उसको ये बताया है कि 5 साल के बाद वो होगा, रीडर होगा, 5 साल के बाद प्रोफेसर होगा। अब आप देखते हैं कि हमारे यहाँ 3 किस्म की इंस्टीट्यूट्स है, 4 किस्म की इंस्टीट्यूट्स है। कुछ नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स है, कुछ डीम्ड टू बी यूनिवर्सिटीज है, कुछ प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज है और कुछ स्टेट गवर्न यूनिवर्सिटीज है। इन सबके अपने अपने एक्ट्स और रेगुलेशन कुछ कुछ फर्क रहता है उसमें। तो इसलिए हम यदि सबको बांध देंगे इसमें तो वो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी होगा, क्योंकि कई चीज़ें जो है वो स्टेट एक्ट के अंडर आती है व्हेन इट कम्स टू गवर्नमेंट। तो इसलिए हम लोगों ने इसको छोड़ दिया है। इसके बारे में हमारी चर्चा भी हुई थी। हम लोगों ने स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से ओपिनियन भी लिया था। कुछ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से जो प्रोफेसर्स रहते हैं, जो टीचर्स हैं, उनसे बात की थी कि आपके यहाँ क्या स्थिति है, कैसे होता है। वो सब समझने के बाद ध्यान में आया कि इसमें हमारी भी कुछ लीगल मर्यादा है, इसलिए उसको छोड़ दिया।
थैंक यू सर।
दूसरा एक वो पूछा था कि वो एमएससी वाला, तो मुझे लगता है कि वो प्रसाद सर ने क्लियर कर दिया है कि पूरा का पूरा डिपार्टमेंट एमएससी वाले लोगों के भरोसे पे नहीं चल सकता। एक आदमी होगा। और दूसरा ऐसा है कि वो कभी हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट बन नहीं पाएगा। तीसरा ऐसा है कि अभी बीएएमएस के बाद एमएससी फिर से 5 साल, क्योंकि जैसे एमएससी आयुर्बायोलॉजी है वो 5 साल का इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स है, तो उसमें बीच में से एडमिशन की आज के तारीख में कोई प्रावधान है नहीं। आने के बाद भी उसमें मर्यादा रहेगी, ऐसा उनकी जो रचना है उस पर से स्पष्ट है। तो ये मत समझिए कि पूरा का पूरा डिपार्टमेंट उनके भरोसे पे चलेगा, नहीं चल सकता।
That's the option actually. Either they can take, they can may not take.
हाँ, वो
It's not
ऑप्शनल है।
compulsory.
हाँ।
I think Dr. Rajesh is clear. Dr. Ankita, you can.
Ma'am, from any IAH, you can ask your questions, ma'am.
Dr. Neeta, I think you have been unmuted. Okay, you can take some other unmute.
Dr. Kalapi. Dr. Banigol, sir.
Hello. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Dr. Banigol.
A very nice presentation. I really appreciate the efforts taken to give this gazette of minimum standards for undergraduate courses. I have very simple 2 questions first. Sir, you mentioned research methodology and medical statistics is in the joined to source of the department, and but the examination is in the final year. Medical, that is research method and medical statistics, is in the yoga department.
Okay.
But the examination in the final years. But I want that if the examination is in the second year, second professorship, it would be good. If a student fails in the final year examination, research methodology, his 6 months will be wasted. So I think if it is shifted to second year examination, that would be better, sir. That's the first one. And in regarding the passing, the 50% of marks in the subject you have mentioned, that is some ambiguity is there. Each paper will be having 100 marks. For Kaya Chikitsa, 300 marks. Cumulatively, he has to take 150 marks, or each paper he has to pass in 50 marks. Sometimes these questions will be raised in the university. So I think it's very clear. If he takes in one paper 40 marks, another paper 60 marks, cumulatively he passes the subject. That should be good. That should be clarified, sir.
Okay. This
And,
will. Yes. Please.
And you have mentioned there should be double valuation. So in this double valuation, which valuation has to be taken for final? In MUHS, there is the highest marks which is taken. Even in Tamil Nadu, there is the highest marks among the double valuation taken. If you clarify that the highest marks is taken, that will be very good, sir, in my opinion.
That we have actually this, of course, medical statistics all people they will think of, they will see, review that one. And this has 50% marks, the cumulative or paper wise, that also will rethink and consider. And the which double valuation, which marks to be taken, that we had discussion actually. Then we thought each university have their own pattern. So we want to leave to the universities for that one. That is the reason we are not touched at all. Because as you told, each university have their own policy will be there. They're specifying again, they may be difficult also. That anyway, we'll rethink and we take opinions and we'll come back.
Sir, it's most welcome that you have come out with the guidelines for the valuation. It was much needed. As
Correct.
a teacher, I'm telling. But clarify it because in each university differs. There will be students will be at class. There should be a uniform because uniform syllabus is there, everything uniform. That valuation pattern of question paper is uniform. So valuation should also be uniform. That's my suggestion, sir. If you want
Yes. Valid suggestions will anyway we will consider.
Sir, I come to one more this thing, sir.
Yes.
Now, teachers on contact basis, so far you have been considering them. In some of the government institutions, still teachers are on the contact basis, whether they'll be considered henceforth or not. That's my point.
Okay.
And what
मनीगो जी ये समझा नहीं मेरे को ये पॉइंट.
सर कभी सब गवर्नमेंट कॉलेजेस में सर कुछ टीचर्स को दे विल टेक ऑन अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बेसिस फॉर 11 मंथ्स, वन डे दे विल
वो गैप रहती है और फिर से रीअपॉइंट
करते हैं. तो ऐसे टीचर्स को भी अभी मान रहा है, कभी कमीशन लास्ट ईयर भी माना है गवर्नमेंट में. henceforth whether they will be considered or not, that's my question.
नहीं वो तो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसी है.
हाँ.
और उसके कारण हमको मानना पड़ेगा उसको.
ओके.
सिर्फ हम लोगों ने जो मेरे ख्याल से प्लीज करेक्ट मी प्रसाद सर कि हम लोगों ने सिर्फ ये बोला है कि जो मेडिकल ऑफिसर आते हैं डेपुटेशन पे वो कम से कम 3 साल रहना चाहिए.
Yes.
ये बोला है हम, क्योंकि वो भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का परव्यू है कि वो यदि चाहते हैं कि मेडिकल ऑफिसर को इधर लाए तो हम क्या कर सकेंगे. लेकिन हम लोगों ने अपनी तरफ से एक राइडर डाल दिया है कि कम से कम 3 साल रहे, क्योंकि वो आप तो जानते हैं कि विजिटेशन के टाइम पे वो रहते हैं और बाद में चले जाते हैं. दैट वी विल नॉट टॉलरेट.
दूसरा वो भी ऐड किया इफ एट ऑल इमरजेंसी दे शिफ्टेड, रिप्लेसमेंट शुड बी मेड.
दैट
आल्सो वी मेंशन्ड क्लियरली.
वो राइडर डाल दिए.
सर मेरा लास्ट है सर. तो आपने सब टीचर्स के लिए सैलरी तो यूनिफॉर्म बना दिया, दैट्स वेलकम. बट ट्यूशन फीस यू हैव लेफ्ट इट टू द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट सर. सो स्टेट
है ही स्टेट का परव्यू सर.
नहीं मैं आपको
उसके बारे में
नहीं सर, मैं प्रॉब्लम बताता हूँ सर. आप सैलरीज को यूनिफॉर्म करवा दिया ऑल ओवर द कंट्री. अब ट्यूशन फीस अगर डिफरेंट होगा तो इंस्टीट्यूशन को प्रॉब्लम होगा कि हाउ यू हैव टू मीट आउट विद द minimum salary to be paid. So my opinion is not touch the salary aspect, sir. You give guidelines. You have to calculate. अगर एक 60 स्टूडेंट का इनटेक के लिए 30 टीचर्स चाहिए, उसमें 15 लोअर फैकल्टी रहता है, 15 हायर फैकल्टी रहता है, तो ओवरऑल कितना सैलरी कंपोनेंट कितना आएगा. तो वो थोड़ा ये रहना. अब हमारे स्टेट में सेल्फ फाइनेंस का 60% सीट को 2,20,000 है सर फीस। कुछ स्टेट में अलग अलग है एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन वाइज अलग अलग है। अगर ऐसा रहेगा तो यूनिफॉर्म सैलरी कैसा दे पाएगा इंस्टीट्यूशन? मेरा ऑब्जेक्शन इज नॉट फॉर सैलरी सर, you make a regulation that minimum tuition fees for each institution of 60 intake or net intake must be there, and above all, above which is more needed that the state pay fixation committee should look after it.
नहीं बन्नी गौर जी, मैं स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूँ, इसके बारे में हम लोगों ने लीगल ओपिनियन लिया था कि हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं क्या, बिकॉज दिस केम इन डिस्कशन एंड इवन प्राइवेट कॉलेज एसोसिएशन दे गेव अस रिप्रेजेंटेशन रिगार्डिंग द सेम एंड whoever come here they always used to discuss this. लेकिन हमारी समस्या यही है कि वो आता है, वो परव्यू स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का है, सो वी कैन नॉट इंटरफियर इन दैट। जैसे प्रमोशन वाला मामला है ना, वैसे इसमें तो हम लोगों ने इसको बहुत केयरफुली, बहुत डेलिबरेशन करके पूछ कर किया है। तो ये आपका सजेशन सही है, और वो दैट वी आर गोइंग टू फॉलो। वो कमीशन के एक मैंडेट है कि 50% सीट के बारे में गाइडलाइन हमको देना है फीस की, तो उसके बारे में हम लोग इसको ध्यान में रख रहे हैं।
ओके सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
अंकिता म्यूट है अपना, अंकिता आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। ठीक है, अभी अभी नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रही।
Sir from KLE.
Yes, go ahead.
You can ask your question, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty from KLE Agri College, Belgaum. I think the one question which I had put already, I think is taken by Banigol, sir, regarding the reconsideration of the research methodology in second year. So that it will be reduced burden for the final year, because already
sir,
we have.
please don't repeat. Avoid repetition.
Yes, sir. Sir, can the Samhita Adhyayana be avoided in the final year? Because many of the, there will be repetition in the same subject will be repeated in the most of the subjects like Kaya Chikitsa and Panchakarma. Can the Samhita Adhyayana be avoided in the final year? And can we reduce the Viva hours for Sanskrit, Padartha Vijnana, Itihasa? Can it be considered?
No, these all taken, lot of the expert opinions are taken, all these ones. And then because of the same reason only, we have kept a Samhita Adhyayana with a broad term. So we are going to have syllabus separately for it, not totally one part of the Samhita is not there now. So which is to avoid repetitions, we go for such a topics which are not having much repetition. That will be taken care now. While framing syllabus will be taken care. Next.
Dr. Kalapi, you may ask, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have 3 queries. First one is, will the new syllabus available before commencement of this year?
Yes, before maybe hardly this weekend or next week in middle it comes.
Okay, sir. And as you have told that there will be the uniform academic calendar, yes. But admissions are done by the state governments, and what will be in case of the delay in the admissions by the government?
No, we are giving the cutoff date also, and then accordingly we are framing the calendar. Cutoff date is for entire country only. It is not for what state, etc. Every cutoff date is totally for the closing of admissions for the course.
Okay, sir. And I have the third query, that who will be the guide and assessor in the electives?
So that is done by the many organizations are there. So they will be respective the persons who are going to offer the course. So they will be there automatically. It is an online course, online program, online examination will be there. Totally online examinations.
And guides will be also there.
हाँ, उसका assessment और certificate सब online generate हो जाता है.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
JSS Ayurved Medical College, Mysore. You can ask your question.
Thank you. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Professor, chairman, sir, और सभी एजुकेशन के लिए हमारा जैसे सर्विस मेडिकल कॉलेज से बधाई हो for making it historic and practically and also visionary to go with the vision of our chairman sir 2030 integrations. So also PM Modi is also looking for the integration. Our sincere submission is sir, you have made a valid point of internist logbook. So I want to have a humble submission here. In 2020, January 9th, at the symposium at SDM Hassan, in presence of our Honorable Secretary Ayush, we have submitted one, rather we have released one logbook which we have prepared at JSS. I have taken a lot of thoughts for this because of two reasons, sir. When your Salyatantra Gazette has come for the surgery, Times of India people have an interview with us. They asked, what is the proof that your student has undergone this much of training in internship? So for leading to that one, we have prepared one a proper view of
Sarveshkar, you can pass on me. You can send me, you can mail me that logbook format.
You have to share it, sir.
Oh, yes,
Just
share it.
Madam, please allow us to share.
Please allow us to share.
Not now. You can send me. We'll consider that one. Not here. Not required now. No, not here. You send me that one. I'll see that one. How the logbook is there. Then we will circulate the after verification by us.
Thank you, sir. And another question is, sir, in the first year, Samita Adhyayana, that should be they should be also go to the hospital and have arrangement to make. You have made it very clear in the non-lecture hours. So that means, sir, they should have an OPD also in Samita.
No, they in OPDs, they have specified in OPD what OPD has to be there, how other departments can have their OPDs. We have very clearly specified MSc. Go through MSc, we have made which department have, and then the basic principles can have specialty OPDs, and yes, they can have where they can do it. Even screening OPD they can do it. Likewise, we have specified that one. Go through the MSc very clearly. Then all our answers available there.
Thank you very much. बधाई हो और हमारा gratitude आपके लिए सबके लिए. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Shri Krishna Kurukshetra, sir, you can ask your questions.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा, थोड़ा जोर से बोलिए.
वहां से बटन प्रेस करिए.
Hello. Yes, yes, go ahead.
Sir, thank you very much for this very good presentation, sir. Sir, there is no description of pharmacy visitation. तो second year में हम students को pharmacy का visitation भी जरूरी है. क्योंकि जो text में लिखा हुआ है और जो practical
नहीं, pharmacy visitation comes in second year. Now we have given the first year syllabus is going to come there. The syllabus is going to be the pharmacy visit in second year, not now. So first year students are going to come now. This is a dispensary visit only. We have discovered as a clinical part of that one. The pharmacy visit comes in the second year Rashastra or Bhaishya curriculum. It is going to come.
Syllabus and so secondly, the same is about that.
नहीं, आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है. Can you speak it correctly or just check your internet connection?
तो फार्मेसी की विजिट में भी हम लोगों को स्टूडेंट्स को लेके जाते थे प्रैक्टिकल के लिए और साथ में हम द्रव्य गुण का विजिटेशन भी कराते थे फॉर द plants के लिए.
That what I am telling now, that is going to be second year subjects. When we make a curriculum, we are going to define that one. In the along with the curriculum, these points will come there, not in the MSc.
Dr. J.S. Moon, sir, you can ask your question.
Sir, namaskar.
Namaste.
Sir, actually, a nice work done by you with lot of effort, sincerity. Thanks a lot. But there are certain questions on that. One is about the valuation system. Actually, double valuation option is there, and there is no question of revaluation. So students may go for court also, because in Karnataka and some other institutes, if there is 14 marks, means more than 14 marks difference is there in two valuation, they used to go for third valuation. But that third valuation also stopped, sir?
The third value, no, there is discrepancy comes, the third valuation goes, the fourth valuation goes now. The mandate is a second valuation, no? Two valuations are mandatory.
Yeah.
This all, that's what I'm saying. These all things comes on the university purviews now. So we'll anyway, Dr. Bandigol also raised it, that we look into that one, double valuation part, how we do, how to take into consideration which one or average of them. That will take a consultation, we come back.
Okay, sir. Another such small query is also there, that regarding this salary part, sir, Chhattisgarh government has fixed for 1,10,000, 1,15,000 per student fees, but other in UP and other place it is more than 3 lakhs. So the minimum salary which is mentioned by commission, how they can cover it up, sir?
So that also Dr. Bandigol has raised it. Anyway, that what we have a legal consultation. So chairman sir had that one. We had a lot of legal consultation. And anyway, that we'll see how the even guidelines. He told to prepare guidelines, etc. And for 50%, we may prepare guidelines that may come back as a guidelines for 50% of seats.
Okay, sir. Last request. If at all any doubts or anything will be there, can we communicate with you, sir, personally?
Yes, we can mail us.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir from SDACH, you can ask, sir.
Good morning to all.
Good morning.
Actually, now so far we have 6 hours of theory, and now the ratio is 2 hours of theory and 4 hours of practical. Then probably in each subject, what is the amount of practical? There should be SOP for throughout India. What are all the practicals in each and every subject to be handled? And similarly, the concerned faculty of a particular subject may be given a brief workshop in what way they have to handle the subject.
Dr. Ramdas.
Yeah.
Syllabus going to come, that will be specified every activity. Which topic, how to deal, what are the activity based, which type of methodology they have to use it, that is going to be there. Within 2 weeks, we are going to roll out that one. That will be there. Already first year teachers all been trained on the new methodologies. And it will be taken up second years also. So we are going to train everyone. It will be trained.
Okay, that is one. Second thing is, history has been included with Sanskrit. Then who is going to teach history and who is going to teach Sanskrit? And similarly, regarding evaluation part, a Sanskrit teacher cannot evaluate history. Similarly, history teacher cannot evaluate Sanskrit.
That is the reason we have taken care in the curriculum. When it is going to come, you can see that there is a lot of clarity is there in that one.
Okay, right.
That is already there in the curriculum. We have already thought of, and we made a provision for it, how to do that one.
Okay, right. Regarding Samhita, also 1, 2, 3 more clarification is required regarding chapters and other.
No, I told now it is going to be mix of many Samhitas.
Thank
you.
you.
The reason we are getting a broad term, broad name, Samhita Adhyayana, is not maybe Charaka Samhita Purvarda. There's only one text will be there. So we made a broad term, so we can pull the chapters from many Samhitas. We can sensitize the students for various Samhitas also. And concerned topics we can be kept there.
Okay, one more question means Samhita Adhyayana means whether is it mandatory throughout India that students have to recite and learn, or otherwise it's like only reading and just writing.
That also will come in the curriculum. It is going to come. This is because it will not define, curriculum will not come in the MSc. It is on regulations. So those things come in the curriculum. We are giving that one.
If so, please specify the hours for reciting.
That's what it is going to come in the curriculum.
Right. Thank you.
It will be there in the curriculum. All details are there in the curriculum. It is very, very detailed curriculum. It is there. Yes.
Anurag sir, you can ask your doubt.
नमस्कार, आप सभी को नमस्कार सर। ये बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है कि हम जो नया एक रिफॉर्म ला रहे हैं आयुर्वेदिक सिस्टम में। एक चीज मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी जो इसमें कहा गया कि जो हम जो एलोपैथिक सिस्टम को है उसको आयुर्वेद की भाषा में हम समझने का प्रयास करेंगे। ये बहुत अच्छा प्रयास है। बहुत दिनों से मेरे मन में ये बात थी। सर मेरी 2 बातें हैं। एक तो जो ये जो 6 मंथली हमने पीए सिस्टम और टीटी के लिए किया है, तो इसका जो इंटरनल असेसमेंट होगा उसका जो मार्किंग है वो यूनिवर्सिटी से हम भेजेंगे तो किस तरह से वह मार्क्स में ऐड होगा। एक प्रश्न ये था। और दूसरा ये था कि जो हमारी स्क्रीनिंग ओपीडी होगी, तो उस स्क्रीनिंग ओपीडी में जो व्यक्ति जो डॉक्टर होगा वो मेडिकल ऑफिसर होगा या कोई हमारा पीजी या कोई कंसल्टेंट होगा जिसको बनाया जाए है, इस विषय में सर थोड़ा सा विषय में ध्यान
नहीं,
दें।
वो एमएससी में डिफाइन किया हुआ है स्क्रीनिंग ओपीडी में कौन बैठना करके. इफ यू हैव interns can sit there. If you don't have, maybe new college interns not there, you can have one trained nurse, or those who paramedical staff can be trained and kept there. If you have PGs also can there. Internists are there. Internists can sit there rotation wise. That's very clearly mentioned the MSc. Please go through it. And another question what you asked is the first question.
6 monthly में PA और जो
That is also described. Table number 13, 15, 11, 13, 15. If you see, very clearly mentioned how to add the marks in the university examination. Very clearly mentioned.
क्योंकि सर जो मार्क्स हम फिर यूनिवर्सिटी को भेजेंगे और वो जब फाइनल एग्जाम होगा उसमें जोड़ना होगा, इसमें थोड़ा सा
Yes, जोड़ने के लिए वो दिया ना, उसमें we have given the guidelines for that one, where to add, how to add it. The tables में दिया हुआ 11, 13, 15 tables में देख लीजिए.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Ma'am from Datta Meghi Ayurved College, you can ask, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Chairman Sir and Prasad. Sir, I have got two queries. The first one is, you have said the examination pattern. First term, we will have 3 periodic assessment and 1 test. Second term, we'll have 3. In third also, we will have 3 periodic assessment.
Correct.
Instead, if we have something like prelims, or a replica of university exam, it helps the students a lot.
So that's what I was mentioning. Term test can be replica of university examinations, because the university examinations are nearing that one. There's a short term also there. We have prepared holidays also there. Again, university one more examination very difficult there to adjust the working days. 320 working days has to be there in the academic professional course there. So to adjust all those ones, it is not feasible to have one more examination in that one. We have worked a lot that one. So we propose to have term test will be a university pattern. Student will accustom that one. They will have university examination.
The term test will be on 30% syllabus.
No, you can. That's what I told you. You can convert it to 30%. 30% marks. You can do the test for 100 marks. Then convert it to 30 marks.
Syllabus will be 30%, no?
You can have 50. You can have the same pattern for 50 marks also. No, you can have it.
So if we have, instead of 3 PA in the third term, we could have a prelims in the third term. That's all I'm saying. If it's a suggestion. And one more thing about the Prasuti Tantra. Earlier it was 200 lectures and 200 clinics, or we can say non-lectures. But now it has reduced to 100 and 175. Sir, it would be very difficult to teach the whole subject.
No, we're going to give the curriculum will be developed that one. Anyway, it will be given the clear guidelines will be given for the curriculum, how to teach, what to teach, how to conduct the practicals also.
But they are good changes. Only about the Prasuti, I am a little doubtful, because it will reduce the weightage of Prasuti Tantra.
We'll see.
Right, sir. Thank you very much.
Dr. Porinder, sir, you can clarify your doubts.
हेलो, जय भारत, नमस्कार सर.
यस, नमस्ते.
हाँ जी, जय भारत, जय आयुर्वेद. आप एप्रिशिएशन है हमारी तरफ से. आपने बहुत बढ़िया काम किया है, अच्छे रिफॉर्म्स लेके आए हैं. मेरे 2-4 डाउट हैं और 1-2 सजेशन भी हैं. पहले तो ये है कि हमारे पास जो बच्चे आते हैं वो 10+2 मेडिकल के आते हैं, तो हमारे आते ही यहाँ संस्कृत शुरू होता है. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि अगर गवर्नमेंट को ये लिखा जाए कि 10वीं या 8वीं के बाद एक संस्कृत एक मैंडेटरी सब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए, तो वैसे भी इतिहास बताता है कि उसके बराबर की लैंग्वेज नहीं है, तो हमारे यहाँ अच्छा रहेगा. दूसरा, आपने 6 घंटे के वर्किंग आवर्स बताए हैं, और हमारे यहाँ मैंने टोटल काउंट किया है, यहाँ हमारे 252 डेज पर ईयर बनते हैं वर्किंग डेज, बाकी छुट्टियां रहती हैं, कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी की छुट्टियां, समर वेकेशन, विंटर वेकेशन। तो ये सब सिलेबस 6 घंटे वर्किंग डे में पूरा नहीं हो पाएगा। मेरी सजेशन है कि 8 घंटे वर्किंग डे होना चाहिए कम से कम।
नहीं, सी डेफिनेटली व्हाट दिस इज अ 1.5 year प्रोग्राम, नॉट 1 year प्रोग्राम। आप जो बोल रहे हैं 1 year के लिए, ये 1.5 year के लिए 1.5 year का प्रोग्राम है। एंड अगेन वी हैव मेंशन्ड क्लियरली डिपेंडिंग ऑन द जियोग्राफिकल, कुछ एरिया में बहुत ठंड रहता है, ज्यादा दिन छुट्टी देना पड़ता है, उसका वर्किंग आवर्स एडजस्ट कर सकते करके दिया हमने। इट इज इन जनरल, बट वी हैव स्पेसिफिकली विच कॉलेज का जो दिक्कत है उस हिसाब से दे हैव टू वर्किंग आवर्स 7 घंटा कर लीजिए, तो वो इनका इंस्टीट्यूट लेवल में करना है वो।
ओके ओके। अच्छा, एक है सर और क्वेरी था प्रमोशन के रिगार्डिंग। जैसे मेरे किसी टीचर ने रिक्वायर्ड ईयर पूरे कर लिए हैं लेकिन मेरे पास वैकेंसी नहीं है, तो फिर टीचर इशू क्रिएट करते हैं, उसका क्या सोल्यूशन है? क्या कमीशन उसको एंटरटेन करेगा टीचर को अगर मेरे पास वैकेंसी नहीं है, जूनियर टीचर सीनियर बनना चाहता है?
नहीं, ये तो स्टेट इश्यू है ना, उनके करस्पॉन्डिंग जो एम्प्लॉयर है उनका रहता है ना, उनका रूल्स क्या है, किस हिसाब से करेगा वो। तो एनसीएससी विल गिव एलिजिबिलिटी ओनली, विल नॉट डिफाइन एवरी एस्पेक्ट ऑफ दैट। ईच स्टेट का अलग है, यूटी का अलग है, वो अलग होता है रूल्स का। तो एनसीएससी विल नॉट गिव, विल गिव एलिजिबिलिटी, कितना साल के बाद प्रमोट कर सकता है। देन डिपेंडिंग ऑन द वैकेंसी, देन द सिस्टम दे हैव टू फॉलो इट ईच स्टेट।
ठीक है सर। सर एक, अगर जब तक मैं समझता हूँ ट्यूशन फीस में पैरिटी नहीं होगी तब तक सैलरी वाली पैरिटी वाला हमारा थोड़ा मुश्किल होगा मुझे लगता है, क्योंकि अलग अलग स्टेट में अलग अलग ट्यूशन फीस है। तो ये मेरी एक सजेशन है कि नेशनल लेवल पर ट्यूशन फीस जो है उसमें पैरिटी हो तो ऑटोमेटिकली सैलरी में पैरिटी हो
वो तो
सकती है।
बनीगोल सर ने बोल दिया, वो तो देखेंगे अभी तो उसको।
हाँ जी सर, एक मॉडर्न फैकल्टी का यहाँ जिक्र नहीं है। जैसे हमारे पास काम कर रहे हैं, हम पीछे भी भर के भेजते हैं, उनके लिए क्या पीरियड अलॉट करना, उसमें कोई इसमें जिक्र नहीं आया है।
नहीं, बड़ के टीचर्स का नहीं है ना इसमें, वो तो कंसल्टेंट्स का है ना, वो तो
हाँ जी,
एमएसआर में आएगा, इसमें नहीं आएगा।
ठीक है जी सर, ठीक है। धन्यवाद सर, धन्यवाद जी।
Dr. Ashwini, sir, you can ask your question.
नमस्कार सर, मैं डॉक्टर अश्वनी कामोज फ्रॉम देहरादून। मेरा एडमिशन से रिगार्डिंग 2 क्वेरी हैं सर। पहली तो ये है कि जो वी कैन एडमिट स्टूडेंट 50% फ्रॉम सेंट्रल कोटा एंड 85% फ्रॉम स्टेट कोटा, तो इज इट फिक्स और वी कैन टेक मोर एडमिशन फ्रॉम सेंट्रल काउंसिल सेंट्रल कोटा इफ वी हैव नॉट सफिशिएंट स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम स्टेट कोटा सर?
That is as per counseling authority will be there, na counseling authority.
Sir, what is the provision in MSc?
नहीं,
वहां तो
MSc
15% एंड
MSc
85% का प्रोविजन किया गया है, बट समटाइम्स देयर आर नॉट सफिशिएंट स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम स्टेट कोटा। तो उसमें अगर सर एक एडवाइजरी नोट जारी कर दे काउंसलिंग बोर्ड को कि अगर वो स्टूडेंट्स अवेलेबल नहीं है फ्रॉम स्टेट कोटा तो यू कैन टेक फ्रॉम सेंट्रल कोटा। एनसीआईएसएम की तरफ से अगर एक गाइडलाइन जारी हो जाए।
ठीक है, देख लेंगे उसको, ठीक है।
दूसरा सर, मेरा एक और क्वारी है छोटी सी एडमिशन से रिगार्डिंग कि काउंसलिंग के बाद कुछ सीटें वैकेंट हो जाती है। कभी ज्यादातर ऐसा होता है कि सपोज 30th इज द लास्ट डेट फॉर काउंसलिंग, तो 29th को काउंसलिंग करते हैं और उसमें 20 स्टूडेंट्स आ जाते हैं और उसमें से 10 स्टूडेंट ही फीस जमा करते हैं, बट जो है वो 10 सीटें इंस्टीट्यूशन की खाली रह जाती हैं। उसमें मेरा सजेशन यह है कि एक स्टे राउंड ऑफ काउंसलिंग का प्रोविजन है। अगर हम क्वालिफाइड कैंडिडेट से सेम डे लेकर के, जैसा आपने बताया, वेबसाइट पर अपलोड कर दें उनकी लिस्ट, तो जो है वो सीटें खाली नहीं जाएंगी। ये भी एक
नहीं, हमारा कट ऑफ डेट तो ज्यादा देते ना, काउंसलिंग लास्ट डेट के बाद भी 1 हफ्ते के बाद देते कट ऑफ डेट।
सर हमारे यहाँ लास्ट ईयर भी ऐसा हुआ था कि 30th को लास्ट काउंसलिंग थी और एक दिन पहले उन्होंने काउंसलिंग की और लास्ट डेट पर 3 कैंडिडेट ने रिपोर्टिंग नहीं किया।
नहीं,
तो
ठीक है। अभी जो पीजी का है ना,
ये
पीजी का नहीं, जो पीजी कट ऑफ डेट दिया उसमें तो 15 दिन के हफ्ते के बाद दिया हमने, कट ऑफ डेट दिया। तो यूजी का भी वो कट ऑफ डेट दे देंगे हम, तो टाइम दे देंगे उसका।
जी सर।
तो मिल जाएगा उसको।
सर मेरा कहना यह है कि अगर हम एक प्रोविजन ये दे दें कि हम क्वालिफाइड कैंडिडेट से सेम डे भर करके अपलोड कर दें अगर साइट पर, जैसा आपने कहा कि सेम डे जो है अपलोड होनी चाहिए लास्ट डेट पर लिस्ट, तो लिस्ट हम अपलोड कर देंगे, लेकिन वो संस्था को उसका वो देना चाहिए, राइट देना चाहिए, ताकि सीटें खाली ना जाए।
नहीं,
क्योंकि
उसमें
उसके
एमएससी
बाद फिर ना
में
हम कोई कम्युनिकेशन कर सकते हैं, ना हम किसी से जो है बात कर सकते हैं, और काउंसलिंग बोर्ड हमारा कहता है कि दैट वाज द लास्ट डेट, यू कांट एडमिट नाउ।
उसका काउंसलिंग अथॉरिटी से वो थ्रू काउंसलिंग होना चाहिए ना, एडमिशन पूरा
सर
काउंसलिंग करके
थ्रू
लिखा आपने
काउंसलिंग होना
उसमें।
चाहिए, बट काउंसलिंग में या तो वेटिंग लिस्ट का प्रोविजन किया जाए कि वेटिंग लिस्ट बना दी जाए लास्ट डेट पर,
वो तो
अदरवाइज सीटें
काउंसलिंग,
खाली रहती है और इंस्टीट्यूशन जो है वो सफर करते हैं फिर।
वो तो काउंसलिंग अथॉरिटी करेगी ना।
सर वो तो करेगी, बट एक गाइडलाइंस अगर आपकी तरफ से एनसीआईएसएम की तरफ से जारी हो जाए इसके लिए,
देखेंगे
क्योंकि जो है वो कहते हैं कि हमें ऐसा कोई राइट नहीं है, स्टेट जो यूनिवर्सिटीज है वो मना कर देते हैं उसके लिए।
कौन सा स्टेट है?
उत्तराखंड स्टेट सर।
ओके
सर ये बहुत जरूरी है ताकि हम जो है अपने जो खर्चे हैं उनको मीट आउट कर सकें और प्रॉपर ढंग से जो है हम एजुकेशन दे सकें, दैट इज मस्ट सर।
ओके,
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू
Sir from Basaveshwar Vidyavardak Sangh.
Hello, is it audible, madam?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, good morning, sir. It's
Good
Dr.
morning.
M.S. Remat representing BUS Ayurved Medical College, sir.
Yes.
Firstly, I congratulate you, sir, for your hard work to change MSc and to bring a lot of changes, sir. Kindly accept. One small request I have got on behalf of the faculty of Rachana and Kriya. So in table number 17, you have made option for faculty as a MSc anatomy person or MSc physiology person also can be a lecturer in Ayurveda College, sir.
So that has been discussed a lot. Now I have well clarified
Yes,
that one. This is again option. It is not a mandate, compulsory also.
See, sir.
The
See, sir.
college can
Actually,
join it, and not more than one staff only. That one again. Why the same question is being raised there? It's all discussed a long back. I have very clearly explained it, and they are
yes,
not
sir.
going to get promotion for 7 years. Then
Sir,
12
of
years
course,
they
sir.
can't become HOD. They can't
Sir.
become principal. All are there.
Sir, what is happening is, sir, when my MSc person is available with a small amount of salary, definitely
The salary
the
is fixed.
person
Na? The question no salary is fixed now. Everybody gets the same salary only. There is no question.
means already the hands of Rachana
For all
Kriya,
assistant
Rachana,
professor
sir,
salary fixed. Na? There is assistant professor salary fixed now.
already they are not getting promotions or appointments, sir. So that's why our request, sir, it is.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
Vaidya Harshit Shah. Sir.
Yes, good afternoon from Akhandanand Ayurved Mahavidyalaya, Ahmedabad. Heartily congratulations to Prasad sir and Chairman sir. As usual, you done very good job, sir. सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था कि जो आपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ इंटर्नशिप ड्यूरेशन जो बताया उसमें विश्व चिकित्सा ओपीडी बताई है और डिस्क्रिप्शन में कहीं पे भी विश्व चिकित्सा ओपीडी में क्या करना है वो बताया नहीं है, पेज नंबर 49, 50, 51 सर। तो उसके बारे में सर थोड़ा जानकारी चाहिए था कि इस बार से ही हमें विश्व चिकित्सा ओपीडी के लिए कार्यरत होना है या जैसे जैसे बैच आता जाता है उस हिसाब से हमें ये नया अप्लाई करना है सर?
You can start now also. If you have provisions, you can start now also. What is the problem there? There are some institutes already having OPD. It can be started, or if the institute don't want, then you can start the second year also. And then this group. It is a group of the institutions. Kaya Chikicha, etc. all given there. Same methodology will applicable to this also. Chikicha also. There is not special that one. They already given which department what they have to do it. Anyway, we'll look into that one. But there is option is there. You can start now and later also.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Ravi Ganesh Mogra. Sir, you can speak.
Sir, namaste. Sir, in MSc, BAMS with MSc Anatomy or Physiology, can we take 7 years experienced person who was teaching in medical colleges? So can we take him as a associate professor, or with 12 years experience, can we take as professor immediately? Is it possible, sir? And that's one thing, sir. With BAMS. With the BAMS background.
Okay, no, that is not defined there. No, there is only the Ayurvedic cause experience only, not directly that one.
No,
because
sir.
They will not teach the Rachana, no. They will teach only anatomy there only.
Sir, yes, sir. They have not taught. So should we take only freshers for
fresh only fresh only?
Okay, okay, sir. And second point, sir, if a student gets back for 6 months, then after completing his syllabus, like subject, can in the same batch he has to join, and then how his exams will be conducted? These terms exams he will miss one term. So how we can make it up, sir?
That when he joined the batch, no, when we promoted that one, and as applicable to the which batch he can join, that the institute has to see. Sometimes same batch you have to promote along with that batch which has been taught, the same exam has to be conducted. Because parallelly going on, no? Examinations are whatever the subject to be taught, that the exam will be conducted. The same way it will go. There is no problem there.
Sir, if he becomes like if he loses 6 months, if you don't continue that 6 months with the same batch, he in between he will join the batch, sir. So then he will miss those syllabus.
What a period assessment will be done for the after having some part of syllabus, no? After covering that only. So whichever syllabus he started reading, attending the class, from there onwards he will attend the same examinations, but not previous exam. Previous exam will be sit with the junior batch again. He has to sit the junior batch.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am from Jammu Institute, you can ask your question.
Good afternoon, Prasad sir. Good afternoon, Chairman ma'am, sir. Directly, I am asking or coming to the electives part. There are few doubts, like from wherever they want, they can do the certifications, or the institute has to get a collection of institutes and only from them they can do.
No. I think Dr. Sharda, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, anyway, so we are going to give the platform also, LMS, Learning Management Platform.
Okay, sir.
Through NCSM website, they have to log in, and then they'll be generated a unique ID also, student ID will be generated, and they will get the lessons through that only.
Okay,
sir. The system is going to develop it. Shortly, we're going to communicate that one.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You need not do anything there. You need not do anything there.
Okay, fine. Okay,
done by us only, we are doing that one.
Okay, sir. And related to the allied, because we are from private institute, and as you mentioned, there will be some requirement we would shift, or initially we would have taken them in allied, and then if or vice versa as well, they would go back to their original subject. And but there is a lot of hesitation, because when they the teacher wants to apply for government post, and their specification is there that only
that is one of the reasons. Though CCN that time is clarified, but many government institutes they have not taken that one. Even students gone to court also. I have the court decisions also. They have not taken that one because the RRN rules they did not mention that one allied subjects are there. So there is one of the problem where we want to withdraw also. There is one of the reason. And now 3 years time has been given. Either if the staff want to shift to mother department, he can go there with all experiences will be carried out, or he can continue the same department with all the privileges there. He will be the
with all the privileges.
Yes, all the privileges.
So their experience in that allied would be counted.
Yes, we clearly mentioned that one. Clearly mentioned in the MSc.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for that. And related to our state, Jammu and Kashmir, this particular AI PGT, it was mentioned that for outside state students are not allowed in Jammu and Kashmir. That is domicile problem is also there. There is some state issue, union territory issue also, and vice versa, that the Jammu Kashmir students are not cannot join the other institutes throughout the country. So can you comment on this, sir? Because we'll be facing a lot of issues with the students intake.
So that is the government of India. Is not we cannot address how we can address that.
Sir,
It is
so where to approach, sir? Like how to go about? Because our students wanted, like we have, our institute has 2 PG. Government college is not having not yet started the post graduation. So we have only Kaya Chikitsa and Sharira Kriya right now. And the students, our students, Union Territory students, wants to do Prasuti, and they become like they can't go out. They're not eligible then to do the post graduation in their like whatever they desire. So
out of any other countries, the state they can go, no?
no, this time the restriction is there that they can't go out to other states.
I don't know that one. Chairman sir, anyway, I'll discuss Chairman sir. Then
Yes.
I don't know that one, that issue.
Okay, sir. We will individually contact you, sir, for that.
Okay,
Then.
okay.
And any changes in the post graduation level, like for students?
No, presently not there. That work is going on MSc. Then we'll come back with the PG MSc.
Okay,
And
sir.
this issue you can mail us also. We'll see if anything can done by NCSM. We'll do that one.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Dr. Sapan Jain may proceed their issues.
नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार प्रसाद सर, नमस्कार चेयरमैन सर. First of all, congratulations for nice visionary MSc. Sir, my one doubt regarding appointment in allied subject. It is currently allowed or not allowed?
No, now the Gazette is already notified. So now allied subjects will not be permitted. No new appointments. Those who are there, they can come back to mother department or they can stay back only. New appointment is not possible.
New appointment is not possible
No.
from 16th of February.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Satendra Kumar, sir, you can speak.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Sir, I'm really thankful to you, to Devpuri sir and sir, to Prashad sir, कि आप 24/7 just to upgrade the Ayurveda आप लोग लगे रहते हैं. So there is something very good. Sir, मेरे 3-4 points हैं. मैं one by one फटाफट short time आपको बताना चाहूँगा. सर, एक तो जो distribution of seats है for the new admissions, आपने 85% state quota बोला है, 15% all India quota है. तो उसमें जो state quota 85% है, is it state domicile based और उसको हम distribution state level पे उसको state में और all India quota में उसमें variation कर सकते हैं?
Well, state quota, each state will define what is state quota means, domicile or non-local. They given each state have their own rules.
Okay, they can differentiate the state domicile quota and the all India quota out of 85%.
Each state have their own rules are there, whom to be given domicile. Again, in the state seats and the management seats, they have their own systems are there. So that had been followed.
क्योंकि सर उत्तराखंड स्टेट में सब लोग ये बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पर, university is saying that it is a Uttarakhand domicile based quota only 85%, not the all India quota. So this point should be, I think, should be clear.
No, we are clear.
Out of the 85% quota, we can have
15% also all India quota to be filled with state quota, state counseling authority only.
Okay, they can increase the all India quota and right, sir. Secondly, sir, as previously stated, अगर state quota, state domicile quota में अगर seats खाली रह जाती हैं, the provision should be there in the last counseling. It should be converted into the all India quota. Otherwise, seat fill up ही नहीं हो पाएंगे.
That is each state they have their own systems are there. They'll generally interconversion they are doing that one each state. But only we say that through counseling to be admitted all students through counseling. So counseling authorities has to take that role, that one that they have to do the decision, that one which to convert to what, which category if they're not available, which how to convert into general category or general to management category. Likewise, it is their role that when the counseling
yes. Sir, last year हमारे को 15-20 सीट्स खाली रह गए स्टेट कोटा का. हमने बहुत रिक्वेस्ट किया कि इनको ऑल इंडिया क्वालिफाइड से भर दिया जाए, because there was no applicant for the state quota. तो उन्होंने हमको मना कर दिया कि नहीं, हमको ऑल इंडिया से नहीं भर सकते. अदरवाइज आई हैव टू मूव टू द हाई कोर्ट तो वो चीज नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर स्टेट कोटा, स्टेट डोमिसाइल कोटा की सीट खाली रहती है, लास्ट काउंसलिंग है, then it has to be converted into the all India quota.
Already one of the principal has already raised that issue. We noted down. We'll see.
Please, sir, this is something important. Just my second point is this. So few of the colleges are in the remote areas, in the hospital in the remote area. वहाँ population काफी कम होती है. तो sir, can we have some day care unit in the populated area, city clinic, so that we can have more OPD?
No, that who prevents you to have a
Because
satellite
they are
clinic was one more satellite unit. There is no the objection from our side. What is the problem there? You can have a satellite unit also.
So actually हम लोग क्या है, क्योंकि हम लोग हाँ sir, the OPD, the number of the patients we are looking
Council or
into.
commission prescribe the minimum norms only. So you should have beyond that. You can go it as the most of appointed who no problem for us. You only you
Okay,
have
we
to meet
can
the
have
minimum
the.
standards. Then beyond that you can go for it. You want one more OPD,
Sir,
one more center you want to have satellite unit, you can have it.
So can we have some standard for the city clinic? Because
that
उसमें
is,
कई लोग तो बिल्कुल शॉप खोल के
that
बैठ
is over
जाते
and
हैं.
above, no? That is over and above the minimum standards. You can have it. That we will describe.
Sir, because it is very much convenient for us to have a day care unit over there, because we have all the institute hospitals are having the transporter system also there, so we can increase the IPD also from there. So this is one less suggestion. So as per your version, we can have the city clinic.
Yes, you can
So
have.
thank you very much. So next my point. Sir, thank you, sir. So my next point is this, कि सर जैसे नेट का रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर होता है, विद इन ए मंथ हम लोग का फर्स्ट काउंसलिंग शुरू हो जाना चाहिए, ताकि हमको जो बच्चे हैं ना, मैक्सिमम बच्चे हमको अलॉटमेंट मिल जाए.
ये अभी पैरेलल चल रहा है अभी तो मॉडर्न काउंसलिंग इसका मेडिकल डेंटल का हमारा पैरेलल चल रहा है ना, साथ में चल रहा है, अभी तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है उसमें.
हाँ सर, कई बार सर बहुत आगे पीछे हो जाता है,
नहीं,
उसमें
अभी
दिक्कत होता है
पैरेलल
थोड़ा,
साथ
उसके
में
लिए.
चल रहा है, अभी साथ में चल रहा है.
Right, sir. Sir, my next point is this, कि एक मैं I'm the director of the college also. I'm speaking of the Shivalik Institute of Art and Science, Dehradun, and I'm actually of the Rashastra Bachelor Culinary Department also. हम लोग का जो आयुष डिपार्टमेंट का मिशन है कि जितने हमारे डॉक्टर्स हैं उनका कम से कम 20-30 मेडिसिन उनका सेल्फ प्रिपेयर्ड उनके क्लिनिक में हॉस्पिटल में होना चाहिए, जस्ट टू गिव देम मोर कॉन्फिडेंस. सर इसको एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा बच्चे क्योंकि इंटरेस्ट बहुत कम लेते हैं प्रिपरेशन मेडिसिन में, हम लोग बहुत जोर भी लगाते हैं. तो हमारा कहना ये है कि जो रस शास्त्र का प्रैक्टिकल होता है, इट शुड बी फॉर 2 days. एक दिन केवल उस चीज के लिए होना चाहिए कि बच्चे जो है जो मेडिसिन हम सिखाते हैं सुबह से शाम तक, जो मेडिसिन
रिवर्स हो गया ना.
एक
नाउ द थ्योरी प्रैक्टिकल बिकम रिवर्स ना, 1:2 हो गया ना अभी तो. वो तो जब करिकुलम बनेगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली इनफ टाइम विल बी गिवन फॉर प्रैक्टिकल्स एंड अदर नॉन क्लिनिकल एक्टिविटीज, नॉन टीचिंग लेक्चर एक्टिविटीज विल बी गिवन, इनफ टाइम विल बी
हाँ
गिवन.
सर मेरा सिर्फ सजेशन, इट शुड बी फॉर 2 days प्रैक्टिकल, 1 day फॉर द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द मेडिसिन एंड सेकंड फॉर द वगैरह स्पॉटिंग है, व्हाटएवर इट इज, इट शुड बी फॉर द सेकंड डेज. But first day should be the preparation of the medicines only. So it will boost the preparation of medicine knowledge to the students. क्योंकि होता क्या है कि बच्चों को अगर सपोज करो, एक सर मेरा सजेशन और था कि जो बच्चे मेडिसिन बनाते हैं फार्मेसी में, उसको जो हमारा जो हॉस्पिटल है उसमें उसको यूज करने का परमिशन दिया जाए और अंडर द सुपरविजन ऑफ अ डॉक्टर. तो उससे क्या है कि बच्चे का कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल बहुत हाई हो जाएगा कि जो मैंने मेडिसिन बनाया है इसकी एफिकेसी बहुत अच्छी है, इट इज इजी टू प्रिपेयर and it is very economical also, and even from the second year onward they will give the confidence कि हम अपना prepared medicine से patient को treatment हम दे सकते हैं. तो that part, the treatment part will also improve with the students. थोड़ा इसको अगर मैंडेटरी कर दे तो बहुत अच्छा होगा. ये हमारा मिशन कम से कम,
और एमएसआर में आएगा, वो तो एमएसआर में आ जाएगा, वो एमएसआर में आएगा.
हाँ सर,
ये तो एमएससी है ना, इसमें नहीं होगा, वो रिक्वायरमेंट
बोलता हूँ,
इसमें नहीं
डिटेल
आएगा.
को थोड़ा और थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करें तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा.
यस
सर दूसरा ये था कि लाइब्रेरी को थोड़ा सा अपग्रेड करने के लिए टाइम टू टाइम जो भी अच्छे पीरियडिकल्स मैगजीन्स निकलते हैं वो हम लोग को इन्फॉर्मेशन आती रहे, तो सारी हम लोग की लाइब्रेरी थोड़ा अपडेट होती रहेगी.
नहीं वही ना, ये चीज पूरा चीज है ना, ये एमएसआर में आएगा. लाइब्रेरी का नंबर, टाइमिंग जो भी है आपका रिक्वायरमेंट्स, डिपार्टमेंट रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, पूरा एमएसआर में आएगा, मिनिमम स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑफ रिक्वायरमेंट्स में आएगा. अभी तो एजुकेशन है, एजुकेशन स्टैंडर्ड्स इसमें नहीं आएगा, वो आएगा, उसमें आएगा. ठीक है, देन who else are there?
Dr. Sham. You can ask your question.
हेलो सर, नमस्कार।
Yes,
प्रसाद सर को नमस्कार, जयंतराव नमस्कार। मैं डॉक्टर श्याम बुतड़ा। सर, मैं आपका एग्जामिनेशन से रिलेटेड पढ़ रहा था रिगार्डिंग द 11 नंबर पॉइंट नंबर ई एंड एफ। तो आपने इसमें एमसीक्यू, एसएक्यू और एलएक्यू ये 3 स्टैंडर्ड दिए, जिसको 20, 48, 40% का वेटेज दिया। परसों जयंतराव का एक वीडियो हमने इंटरव्यू सुना। सर ने जो सैलरी का स्ट्रक्चर बताते समय बताया कि हम अभी मेडिकल के सिस्टम से ये सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर को बराबर कर रहे हैं। मेरा मानना है कि सर एजुकेशन सिस्टम को भी समानता आनी चाहिए, लाइक दैट कि वो लोग यदि 100 मार्क का पेपर है तो 80 मार्क के क्वेश्चन रखते हैं और 20% का इंटरनल असेसमेंट रखते हैं, लाइक सेम प्रैक्टिकल एंड थ्योरी। तो मेरा इस संदर्भ में यह है कि अपने एमसीक्यू, एसएक्यू, एलएक्यू रखा है, इसमें हम 20% का वेटेज देके इसमें बीएक्यू एक ऐड कर देते हैं, ब्रीफ आंसर और मल्टीपल चॉइस, शॉर्ट आंसर, ब्रीफ आंसर एंड एलएक्यू सबको 20% का वेटेज दे और 20% का इंटरनल असेसमेंट जो वाइवा और इंटरनल असेसमेंट से आएगा उसके प्रोपोर्शनेट बच्चों की प्रेजेंटी, जैसे 75 मैंडेटरी है, यदि बच्चा 100% करता है, उसने इंटरनल असेसमेंट में अच्छा काम किया है, तो उसको 20% का वेटेज वहां जाना चाहिए। ये मेरी एक है। दूसरा सर, संस्कृत केवल पास होने के लिए नहीं बल्कि 4.5 साल तक उसको सारी चीजें समझना चाहिए, तो इसको इसमें वाइवा का प्रावधान करना चाहिए, ऐसा मुझे लगता है। अपने इंडक्शन के प्रोग्राम में 15 दिन का बिगिनिंग में इंडक्शन दिया है, जिसके 90 आवर्स आपने दिए हैं। सर, पहले साल बताई हुई बात 4.5 साल तक बच्चों को बहुत बार ख्याल नहीं रहती और बच्चे बार बार गलतियां करते हैं, फिर पनिशमेंट होती, फिर वो तो मेरा इसमें एक सुझाव है सर कि 15 दिन का इंडक्शन या तो 10 दिन का या 7 दिन का कीजिए। उसके अलावा जैसे ही बच्चा सेकंड ईयर में जाता है उसका पैरामेडिकल इंडक्शन, फाइनल ईयर में जाता है क्लिनिकल इंडक्शन, इंटर्न्स में जाता है तो इंटर्न्स इंडक्शन, ये चीज होना चाहिए। प्रसाद सर, ये जो कुछ आपने एमएससी में दिया है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है क्योंकि केएलई में मैंने आपके साथ काम किया है, तो ये सब आपके यहाँ है। सर, आपका एक बेस्ट कैलेंडर है। मैं आपसे हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा पर्सनली, आपकी कैलेंडर भी देश के लिए शेयर कीजिए सर, वो बहुत बड़ा अच्छा रहेगा। यही मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है सर।
Yes, so we'll do it.
T Nair sir, you can ask your query.
Good morning to you all. I have to make a single point on the salary part. See, this salary proposal has not been there in the draft MSc which has been sent to us, number one. Number two, this fees for tuition fees and the special fees for the students are fixed by the fee regulatory committee on the basis of the expenditures with the major component of salary. But once you propose that the fees can be increased, that will tell upon the admission part, because students may not be available for taking admission on a very higher salary, very higher fees. So our humble request is that the NCISM authorities may kindly consider to do away with this proposal on the salary, CPC and all for self-financing colleges. That's my humble request. We will also send email on this part. Thank you.
Dr. Madhavi, ma'am, you can speak.
There is now already almost one more clock over. The wind off this one. Ankita, you convey thanks.
Namaste.
Okay, take
Namaste.
this one and express
Myself
thanks.
Dr. Madhavi.
Incentive chairman, board of Trustees, 2 तासापासून.
Go ahead, madam. Go ahead.
Namaste, sir. Congratulations for a nice MEC changes. All changes are applicable and will promote to applied Ayurveda. So congratulations, Dr. Dev Pujari ji is our motivator और हम बहुत ही प्राउड फील करते हैं उनके लिए। मेरे 2 क्वेश्चंस है कि शरीर रचना में जो आपने चेंज कर दिया है तो उससे एक संदर्भ में है कि what will be the qualification of HOD of Rachana Sharir in UG department and PG department also. Please specify. And also second one is about the mark division. Mark division theoretical and practical बेसिस पे किस प्रकार से होगा फर्स्ट ईयर में, ये क्वेश्चन से दो प्लीज स्पेसिफाई।
मैडम आपका पॉलिसी एमएससी में क्लियर लिखा हुआ है, ओनली एमएससी पीपल कैन नॉट बिकम एचओडी। अभी जो पहले जो एचओडी का रूल है वही रूल रहेगा, उसमें कोई बदलाव नहीं है। आपका जो सीनियर होगा जो भी है, जो 10 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस वो प्रोफेसर बनेगा, तो वो तो रूल तो सेम है, देयर इज नो चेंज इन दैट वन। एंड अगेन मार्क्स डिवीजन वी हैव वेरी क्लियरली मेंशन दैट टेबल नंबर 13, आप वो देख लीजिए, थोड़ा वेरी क्लियरली मेंशन किया उसमें, थ्योरी में कितना है, प्रैक्टिकल कितना, इंटरेस्ट कितना है, प्रैक्टिकल में भी क्या क्या कंपोनेंट्स होना चाहिए, वो बहुत क्लियरली मेंशन हुआ है। और जो सिलेबस आ रहा है उसमें और अच्छा क्लियर है उसमें कि एग्जाम भी कौन से प्रैक्टिकल लेना है, कैसा लेना है, कितना मार्क्स देना है, वो भी क्लियर है उसमें, आ जाएगा, अभी आ जाएगा।
सर हमें इसलिए गाइडलाइन एक चाह रहे थे कि पीजी डिपार्टमेंट के हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट प्लेन
नहीं, अभी
बीएमएस
पीजी का नहीं करना, अभी यूजी का बोल रहे थे, यूजी का ही आया, पीजी का आएगा बाद में जाएगा।
सर सर यूजी डिपार्टमेंट में प्लेन बीएमएस एचओडी हो सकते हैं, इसलिए हमें
कैसे हो
गाइडलाइन
सकते
चाहिए।
मैडम जी? नहीं, कभी भी एचओडी ये बीएमएस एमडी ही चाहिए,
बीएमएस एमडी चाहिए। थैंक यू सर, सो नाइस ऑफ यू।
Angita, you can thank you for all.
Yes, respected all, there are so many queries, so you are requested to mail all those queries on Board of Ayurveda email ID. It will be solved accordingly. Now, I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to our Honorable Chairman Sir and all the presidents of respective board of NCISM to take out time from their busy schedule to grace the event. Thanks again. Namaskar.
सभी को नमस्कार और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Recording